All right, next day, after a fresh look at things and looking at some pictures, I realized that the small chain that goes up here is actually on this side of the engine, and my broken one is on that side. So the one that is all jammed up in there that we saw on the borescope is our bad one. So that is a good sign. So that's our bad one, and over that direction is offset the small chain. So I'm gonna try to reach in there from the hole where our tensioner was and use like a pick or something to try to get over at the left at that chain that I saw that was all jacked up. Or somebody else had another idea for me that I'm gonna try first because it's easier, is to take a screwdriver or bar or something down here and try to push the chain down away from the sprockets. Maybe I can get it detached there and just drag it underneath. So another good idea. Let me try that first. All right, screwdriver, chain. Moved a couple links, I think. I think I did feel it move a tiny bit. This and this right. Turn this backwards. Let me see. All right, so I'm moving the crank counterclockwise. So it's moving the gear like this, like it would be dragging it in normally. But as I'm gently pulling it, it's... Oh, no way. Yes. Oh my God. I got it out. And this is what the inside end look like. Oh my God, that's so cool. Yes. All right. Now I should be able to rotate this freely and get to the bolts up here. Ha! I'm so excited. All right, with that out of the way and with our starter removed, look, we can look right through there and see the bolts that we have to undo to get this torque converter off. And as I had assumed and been told, this is super cool. So The teardrop shaped one, that's your top dead center where you put the pin in here. But look, when those are lined up over there, this is lined up right here, and there are 3 of these holes. So the 3 non-teardrop holes, the big ones, you can put the pin in and rotate this to know that it's going to be exposing those bolts. So very awesome. All right, so it looks like these are 6mm hex. Oh yeah, I do remember somebody noting, especially if you're going to be installing these, not to let them drop in there, because then they're going to be gone. Yeah, because imagine if you have the transmission bell housing on, it's falling into your bell housing, and you're going to have to remove everything again. Or worse, it can fall back behind your flywheel here, I guess. All right, bolt one out. Okay, so as I am unscrewing the second one, this is interesting. Let me show you. So you can see me reach through. There's like this little backing plate that it screws into. So yeah, this is why you don't want to drop it down there. All right. But does this come off? Okay, good. I was worried that that thing would separate and then it would be so hard to reattach, but it does not. All right, so I'm just going to crank it to the next pinhole location, right here. And look, our next 2 are lined up. Now to stop this from rotating, I could actually put a pin in there, but I can still do it without it. And rotate. All right, so I think it should be disconnected now. We're going back and forth a little bit, and it's slowly coming away. Annoyingly slowly. Oh geez, and then all of a sudden it gets really heavy and comes off. Yeah, that thing is not light. That's what that end looks like. And this is what a Tiptronic looks like right here. Oh man, with that burden off my shoulders, I'm gonna come back here and I cut the sprocket off that I had zip tied, set it over with my parts because they'll all need to be retimed. I don't know why I did that in the first place, but now I'm just gonna use the mallet and knock this head off and get it out of the way. And then I will use that guy over there and try to lift this up off the table and get it onto my stand finally. And as one of you noted in the comments, this is dubiously close now to the edge with all of the transmission weight off of it. It's not gonna tip over, but yeah, one thing if you're taking this off, doing it like I did, air towards the side of having a little more engine towards the middle of this, but I think we're gonna be fine. All right, again, I think everything is disconnected. Yeah, it is separating. Oops, I missed catching that oil. All right. Let's see. So again, if we just past the chain guide and the chain. Gasket is coming off, getting stuck to that guy. Oops. Ah, crap. I still had one thing connected down here. Oh, my O2 sensor is in this clip. Oh, crap. Okay, head is off. All right, now we get our first view at bank 2. So let's see here. There's a little light in here, and definitely no bore scoring. See? Pistons seem to look pretty good. So nice and dirty. But overall, I think our block is intact and in good shape. And we can turn the crank some more and pop that guy open. Rotate it slowly. Pistons are all happy and working as expected. Here. And no cracks, no scoring. Take this little plastic mounting piece off. It's just got two 10 millimeters up top. And one more in the front. All right, let's knock out the power steering pump here. This is a 13 millimeter. All right, let's try some impact. Yes, thank you, Aaron, for the win. back here is another 13 millimeter. All right, I'm gonna remove that. Now the only thing holding this on is this pulley. So I think this little circle is actually part of the power steering pump. And I think you just knock this off. All right, I guess I should have used some BBB blaster on there or something. But yeah, that is part of the power steering pump. All right, let me undo these three. These are all 13 millimeters. All right. Now, power steering pump is free. Man, that is a tight fit. All right, lessons learned. So these big bolts here that I removed, they just go into this bracket, so you don't even have to remove those. You can keep them tight, just have to remove the one here at the end of the bracket. All right, I'm gonna take this bracket off. It's got 4 13 millimeters. One here, one here, one here, and one here. So the two on the left have these little guide pins. Not much left up here. All right, I'm gonna take out this vacuum guy. It looks like there's just one 10 millimeter there and one 10 millimeter right down there. All right, when you remove this 10 millimeter, you're also getting this bracket here that was holding on the wiring harness. All right, got them both removed, and then there are 2 more over here holding on this hard line. All right, I removed those. Now, this thing very easily lifts off, and we got a couple more holes up here we might want to plug up. Oh, and on this side where we removed it, there is a little gasket to go with it. Which made me look over here, and there's actually a gasket on that side too. Now we still have our little bracket up here, but I'm gonna leave that on because I'm gonna use this to hold the weight of this side of the engine while I lift it to get it onto my stand. And I'm gonna use the engine mount up front as the other end to hold it on. I just use a small screwdriver to start prying that end up. I want to take this thing off. Apparently I need to do some more prying. And that thing is stubborn. I just want to take it off because when I attach the thing to hold it, I don't want that to snap this piece of plastic. All right, I think that's it for today, and tomorrow we will learn how to put the engine on an engine stand. My first time doing that too, so good times.